my connection is weak. I don't think you can see me. My hair looks lovely. Hi, Ashley. I guess you can see me. I keep saying that my connection is weak. My lovely hair. Hi, Selena. Thank you. I'm kind of a mess today, but oh, ladies, I'm sorry it is so late. Today is my husband's birthday, and I went to town and didn't get home till late. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Chris. So I think Priscillis, is that how you pronounce your name? That is a beautiful name. Am I pronouncing that right? Priscillis? Hi, Kara. Aww. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, ladies. Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you about home parties. Home parties are my favorite. And I just want to say, first of all, how proud I am of every one of you that are in this training group. You're all future Black status leaders. Every single one of you. Every one of you is going to be a future Black status leader. And I am so excited about that. Hi. Okay. So I don't know how many of you have done home parties. I particularly love home parties. Whether I'm doing it for myself at home and I invite my friends over, or if I'm doing it for a friend in her home and, you know, it's her friends. Either way, I love it. I think it's fun because you get to play, you get to touch things, you get to feel things, and ladies love it. They absolutely love to be able to try the products. And so I have, Ashley, I love you. I have quite a bit of product in my display kit that I take for home parties and stuff. And I know that that takes a while to build that up. So that's what I would really encourage you to use your YCash for. And half price items. I mean, you can get a collection, you know, get $240 worth of makeup for 120 bucks. That gives you lots and lots of products to sample for your home parties. And honestly, when they try it, they want it. They love it. The one thing, hi, Carolyn. The one product, hi, Tawny. The one product, love my glasses, thank you. Yeah, I like my cat eye glasses. Hi, Amanda. I'm so sorry I'm late, ladies. Hi, Carolyn. Yeah, today's my husband's birthday, and so it's been kind of a crazy day, and I was in town and got home late and brought Chinese food home, so I fudged a little bit there, but he loves it, so hello. So first, you know, I'm just so obsessively grateful for all of you that are in these training groups. I mean, it just speaks volumes of how much you care about your business, how much you care about your clients, how much you care about everything. You know, the women in general of the world is just awesome. So I just want to say how proud I am of all of you. Yes, 8 viewers, nice. Okay, so we're on task 17, and the topic is home parties. When I do a home party in my home, or if I'm going to do a home party at someone else's house, I try to show up a couple hours early so I can get a makeup bar set up. Because when women get to play with the makeup, they actually get to try them, then they want them. And I tell you, the #1 product I sell at a home party is Glorious. Just put a little bit of it on the back of their hand if they come with makeup on. They love it. They love it. I have never had a home party where 75% of the people did not leave with Glorious. So I always try to keep a lot of product on hand. And I do order quite a bit of product before I have a home party. And if that's not feasible for you, if you're brand new and, you know, that's not feasible for you to do, that's okay too. You can take orders that night. Our shipping is, you know, our shipping department is crazy amazing. They're phenomenal. So they get their products really quickly. Let's see. I was going to do little cheat sheets here, and I didn't do it, but anyway, I set up a makeup. Well, first, when everybody first gets here, I like everybody to introduce themselves. I particularly don't play games. You know, when I go to baby showers, I get tired of like the 5th game that they've played and such. So I particularly, Glorious is yours too. Yes, and Glorious it's huge. So I don't play games, but I always do a drawing, and they have their name and their phone number, and at the bottom of my little piece of paper it says, would you like to host a party? Would you like to know more about becoming a presenter? Would you like to get free makeup? You know, little boxes for them to check. Hi, Laura. And so anyway, that gives you some names and some numbers and contact back. And then I always write on the back of the piece of paper what they purchased, what color, you know, if they purchased Splurge, did they like the Elegant, and they kind of really like Tenacious too, but they could only afford one at that time. I make notes on the back of their cards that they put in for the drawing. Yep, definitely. So, that is one thing that I do. And then I tell a little bit about the history of Unique. I tell about when we were started. I tell about, you know, a lot of our products are gluten-free. A lot of them are vegan. I tell just the history, you know, we don't test on animals, all those kinds of things that are really important to people. And I always tell them, if you have a gluten intolerance and you want to know about a specific product, to let me know, you know, when we start playing. And you know, I always keep a list of what products are gluten-free, because that's really important to some people these days. So I always do that. So let's see. I know the home parties can be really scary for some of you. So the task is to do a home party, or at least schedule a mini makeover with 2 to 3 of your friends. And it can even be family. And if that's going to help get you out of your comfort zone, then that's great. That's your task. I think once you did a home party, you would love it. I mean, they're so fun, and the women are so receptive. Sometimes I do them like on a Wednesday evening. Sometimes I do them on a Saturday afternoon. And I can't really say whether one is more successful or not. I do completely set up my home. I set up a complete makeup bar, which I'm going to attempt to show you some pictures of. I'm not great at it with my phone, but I'm going to attempt to show you my makeup bar. Do my makeup. Oh, nice, Laura. Great. Awesome. So, so after we talk about the history of Unique and talk a little bit about our products and stuff, women, they want to play. They're ready. And, you know, it's kind of funny. I've had a party where I've had 10 people there and had $300 in sales. And I've had a party where I had 4 people and had a $900 party. So you just never really honestly know. Your bar is great. Thank you. I've only done one sheet to use for them to fill out. I should have brought, I will take a picture of it. It's just a little, I actually typed it up for a bridal event, and I still just use them for my in-home parties. I'll put a picture in the comments afterwards. It's just a real simple form. So I will do that afterwards. I'll put a picture in. And sometimes you have a party where the ladies just want to play. They just want to play. And then the next time you have a party where all 8 of them want you to do a complete makeover on them. So you have to be prepared for that. And it's fun. The main thing is you have to make sure everything is sterile. If you can get samples, trying to get organized, yes, that's the big thing. Always be organized. Which I'm a little rattled tonight because I got home late. But I would really encourage you, the number one thing that I would encourage you is to have product on hand. First and foremost, the lashes, obviously, because that's what we're famous for. So I would always encourage that, because women, they're impulsive. They're impulsive buyers, and we're impatient. Well, I am. Anyway, when I see something I just truly love, I want it right now. I want it tonight. I want to take it home. And so if you can, I really encourage you to have product on hand, whatever's comfortable for you in your budget. Let's see. Well, I got two things up here, but anyway, I did a party as elaborate as, I tried to do a theme. And I did a really elaborate party one time for a friend of mine who lives in Eugene. And it was so elaborate that the makeup got lost in it. You know, it was like we had cabana boys and they were barbecuing and she had a pool and it was just, it was too much where the makeup part of the party got lost. So I think that's kind of a key thing to think about too. I mean, you want the party to be exciting and fun, but you don't want it to be overwhelming. When I do a home party, whether it's for myself or a friend, I start an online party for them 5 days before their in-home party. That way, you set up the event, you can get the excitement going for them, you can kind of find out who's gonna be there, how many people are gonna be there, and then we have the event. You know, we all know our parties last for 10 days, so we have the party, or I guess we really aren't supposed to call them party. We're having our fun bash, last bash, or whatever we're having. But then they have, hi Valerie, then they have 5 days left to still order. They may go home and their teenage daughter's like, Mom, I love that. How come you didn't get one for me? So Mom's going to get online, or she's going to call me, or she's going to call the host and say, you know, my daughter wants this product too. So I always schedule their home party in the center of a 10-day event. And that seems to work out really, really well. And sometimes the ladies will try on things and they'll want more than they feel like their budget can handle, and then they'll go home and they'll, you know, find a way to make it happen and call back and say, you know what, Cindy, I loved that Tenacious so much. I know I got the Elegant, but I love the Tenacious. I want to go ahead and order it too. So then you have that opportunity where you're still giving your hostess or yourself a bigger party. And that works out very, very well. It's really hard to track success on a live party because, well, for that reason exactly, you might have somebody call a week later and want it, or, you know, a week later their friend at work asks them about, where your lipstick looks great on you. Where did you get that? Where's it from? What color is it? So you have a lot of residual customers and income and profits, I believe, from home parties, because everybody leaves excited. One thing I also do is I always have snacks. And I always have wine, beer, soda, diet soda, bottled water, iced tea, and snacks. So people will stay around longer. If they're having a glass of wine, or if they don't drink and they want a diet soda, but they can stay around and play with makeup, they're going to stay around longer. I've had parties last like 4 and 5 hours before, and it's fun. It's very, very fun. Thank you for all the hearts, ladies. You guys are so sweet. The main things that you need to make sure in a home party that you have is something to sanitize things. I go to the dollar store and I buy mirrors and I buy headbands so they can put their hair back and try the makeup. I buy cotton swabs. You can get, so they can try out all the different eyeshadows and the splurge. You can get lipstick wands that fit perfectly into our lip gloss. So they can try all the different lip glosses and it stays sanitary that way. And I always have our shine wipes. I know they're kind of spendy to have, and I do have cheaper ones available also in case there's somebody that wants to try on 10 different colors. But most people, once they try our shine cloths, they'll love them. I don't sell a lot of shine cloths except for during home events. During a home event, I sell a lot of shine cloths, a ton. I mean, even 2 or 3 days later, they'll call back and they'll say, oh, I just can't believe how great my skin felt after that, because it's not just a makeup remover. We all know that, but they don't know that. So I do always have our shine cloths available, always. So after the party is over, I always send my hostess a thank you card. thanking them for the party. I always post what rewards they got, all the free stuff, their half price, their Y cash, and thank them. And then I also follow up with a thank you card in the mail. Cut the shine wipes in half for home events. Yes, Amanda, that is exactly right. Perfect. I cut them in half sometimes for myself, even. Thank you, Amanda. That is awesome. That's a very good point because, I mean, you really don't need them. You don't need a whole shine cloth unless you're taking off your eye makeup too, or, you know, I don't know. The shine cloths they're amazing. So thank you, Amanda. That was awesome. And of course, always, always, always have order forms. If you don't have any order forms, you can go to Team Benjamin Dolls, and in the Files tab, you can click in there and download them. Or you can also go to the POP and download them there. So you have an order form that shows them exactly what they got, what the color was, what the price was. Now you have their name, their address, their phone number. And another thing that I do is I have the square. I know we're set up now for PayPal. We can do PayPal also. I find the square to be more convenient, and the percentage that they charge you is much less than PayPal. Now you can go to square.com and get the square. Hi, Jetta. You can go to square.com and get the square. I think they charge you about $20 excuse me, you can go to your cell phone company and get the square. I think they're about $20. But if you go to square.com, they'll send you one for free. And it doesn't cost you anything to sign up. And most of the time, it's less than 2% for what they charge. And it's amazing, sometimes, lots of times, how much more a wife or a mother might splurge on herself if she can charge it. Because maybe her budget's a little small that month and she's got groceries to buy the next day, but she's got a little extra income next month. So I really, truly believe that having the square is very, very crucial to your business. I mean, I stand in line sometimes in Fred Meyer and, you know, you're just talking about your business and somebody behind you says, "Do you have any of those lashes on you?" Well, of course, you know, you never leave home without lashes, ever. And then they're saying, "Well, you know, I don't have enough cash, or I forgot my checkbook, or do you take credit card?" Yep, I do. I sure do. And you just whip out that square, hook it to your phone, bam, you have a sale. So I use the square a lot more than just for home parties. Also for some people out of town, they don't want to put their credit card on the internet. Some people are kind of crazy about that. So, oh, great, Amanda. So anyway, I really, really recommend getting the square. And I always leave my hostess with a few catalogs for her to take to work, for her to give to her sister or her friend, or for her sister to take to work, you know, because again, as I said, after the party's over, she's got 5 days left to build that party up. And of course, she wants to build that party up because the higher the party, the more party point, the more Y cash she has, and the more half price items she has. So I always leave my hostess with catalogs. Let's see. And I do always end my talk with the opportunity because I feel it's too good not to share. I don't ever try to push it down anyone's throat. I don't make it the focal point of the party, especially if I'm doing a party for a friend. You know, I'm not the hostess, especially then. But I do always bring up the opportunity and say, you know, if you have any interest in it, if you'd like more information, I'd love to talk to you after the party's over. And so I do always bring up the opportunity, but I don't make it the focal point of the party. The party is to have fun, try on makeup. I mean, I literally set up a makeup bar, and I'm going to show you what I do. I buy brushes from the dollar store. I explain to them that, you know, obviously our makeup's going to go on much better with our brushes, and I do always have my set of brushes out to show them. And, you know, you have to have, you know, Q-tips, lip swabs, things like that I talked about earlier. And let's see, I think That is about it. And with the drawing, I always do like a lip gloss or a splurge or a pigment, something like that, and you know, make a big to-do about the drawing, and people are so excited about it and stuff. So right now I'm going to attempt to show you my makeup bar. And I'm not great at, if you're doing a home party and the hostess decides to sign up, how do you deal with that since her party is already going? Very, very good question, Selena. If the people have already ordered off of your website, you know, to me, the party would already be going on 5 days before I did the home party. So if they were already ordering off my website, I probably would go ahead and close that party out, and have her sign up and let the rest of the orders go to her. And I would find a way to make it right with her. I mean, we all have tons of Cash. So whatever Cash you earned from her party, I personally would give to her. It was her party. It counts as your company totals. Me too. Me too, Amanda, definitely. And if they've already ordered off of your website, you know, there's no way to transfer that, but you can do it personally. You know, you can give her the Cash, or you can say, okay, I earned, you know, a half price item and $30 off of your party. Let me know what you'd like, and then advance that to her. I would always do that, always. So I'm going to attempt to show you. I know I have to turn my phone around, I think. I'm not very good at this. My house is really dark. Let me see. How do I do this? No, I guess I shouldn't have to turn it around, should I? But it's super, super dark. You can see I have, oh boy, tons of mirrors. I always have my little bottle of alcohol to clean. Can you guys see when I hold it at that angle? I don't have it at that angle right now. I'm just waiting for a comment to see if you guys can see when I have it at that angle. It says my connection is weak. I don't know if you can see me. I'm going to try to flip it around. I think that does. I always have mirrors set up, and I just get these at the dollar store. They're purple and everything. I just get them at the dollar store. And then I have handheld ones, and I usually have a light up mirror out here that I also have. And then I have my brushes just to show them what they look like. I always have a bottle of alcohol, and that was a great tip I learned at convention. Because it sterilizes things very quickly and dries very quickly. And then I just have these little cheap brushes here that I get at the dollar store. And then of course, swabs for your pigments and even your splurge. And then these little great lip things go perfect. They absolutely go perfect in our lip glosses for sampling. And then of course I always have the Glorious and the Divine and the Rose Water. Rose Water is a huge seller. And so is the Uplift. The Uplift is crazy once people put it on their face. Usually I have this jar full of lip liners, which are easy to sample. They're sanitary because you can sharpen the pencil. And I usually have, I forgot to put my caramel out there. I usually have 3 BB creams to try. And I have all the most popular colors of the liquid foundations. Headbands, so they can pull their head back. Catalogs for them to look at. For you of those that started a little bit later, our original kit came with all of the pigments. So we have all of the pigments for them to try. So obviously you're not going to have that if you started with a little bit later, but again, use your Cash. Use your Cash for products to sample for your home parties. And my addiction palettes, And then usually I have this room set up. You can't see very good. I do have some makeup on there for people that are coming to pick it up. That's where I usually do my presentation. And then we just come in here and we just play. Absolutely play. We try all different combinations and colors, and it's just fun. And that's kind of why I also do these cheaper wipes, because some ladies like to try lots and lots of different colors. So I think that's why my home parties are so successful is because of that makeup. I think that's why my home parties are so successful is because of the makeup bar. Women love to try stuff out. They love it, and it can get hectic depending on they want to play or they want you to do a makeover on them, but they're so much fun, and they talk about them. And especially when you live in a really small town like I do, with like 3,500 people, if they're out there talking about how much fun they had at Cindy's house playing with all that makeup, there you go. You know, and I always buy cute little bags from the dollar store with tissue and put it in there, and put a business card, of course, in there. And if there's somebody at my party that works at a bank with, 8 other women, or, works in somewhere where there's a lot of other women, I'll say, hey, would you like a couple extra business cards to give to your friends? And nobody ever says no. They always say yes. Always. So, does anybody have any questions? I hope I covered all the bases. With the pigments, do you put some in the lid for them? I do. I put some in the lid for them, and then I have the individual swabs. Nobody ever double dips. So, kind of like when you share ranch at the restaurant when you're having, spuds. I don't know. Nobody ever double dips, so it's always clean. One of the things I never, ever, ever sample is the mascara. I know that you can get on Amazon.com and buy mascara wands that you can put in the mascara, but to me, I just think that the technology of our wand and our mascara is so incredible that it doesn't do it justice. So I just tell them, we have a 14-day money-back guarantee. I'm going to open up this new mascara for you, and you're going to try it. And if you like it, you buy it. And if you don't, I'm going to send it back. I've never, ever had one person not buy it when they opened it up. So that's what I do with the mascara. I don't sample the mascara. I know you can. It's just something I just don't do, because I just don't think those cheap little mascara wands really do credit for our mascara. Let's see, does anybody have any other questions? Make sure, I'll work through my notes and make sure that I don't have, one thing to do that's really fun if you're having an in-home party for a hostess or yourself is have a theme, like I talked about a little bit before, like mimosas and makeup, or, coffee and whatever, or a Halloween theme, or, fall back into fall, or something fun like that, and kind of add something fun to it. Don't just say, oh, this is Sally Ann's mascara party. Come up with a creative, fun name, and make some graphics that are fun with that for your background on your event. I always do an event, create an event on Facebook when I do a home party, even if it's for myself or for someone else. But it's fun to do a theme. Let's see. I think that is that's my tips, unless anybody has any masquerade. Oh, that would be fun. Perfect. I've never just let people handle my makeup. I'm all sorts of protective. Need to just go for it. I can't wait. Yeah, Selena, that's why you do. You have to use your YCash, and your half-price items are great because you can get a lot of makeup for a little amount of money that you can use for your parties, so they don't have to use your makeup. because it has to be sterile. You know, it has to be something that has never, you know, you don't dip in it and then they dip in it. So, and you can get on Amazon.com and get those little lip wands for hardly anything. You know, you buy them in bulk. You can get them for next to nothing. And the beauty supply houses, the dollar store always has the flat, almost like a, well, like they used to come in like the Maybelline eyeshadow cases. You can get those at the dollar store. Lots of fun things to get at the dollar store if you look around. That's where I get my headbands, facial wipes. You have quite a bit. Okay, so, oh, and this seems silly, but with your order forms, always make sure you have plenty of pins. Because people like to start filling out the order forms, and if you only have 1 or 2 pins sitting out on the table, it can get kind of hectic. So, I think that's it, unless anybody has any questions for me. Okay. Okay, so the main thing is to make sure that everything is sterile. Make sure that you have Q-tips and swabs and things so that they can try the makeup on. I always have that little bottle of alcohol that you can spray on a brush and makes it sterile within, I mean, it dries within seconds. Go to the dollar store. I mean, you can get a package of 3 brushes for $1. That's very sterile. I mean, obviously you just throw them away when people leave, but yeah. And just have food and snacks and make it fun. Ah, Laura, you are so sweet. Thank you. I keep saying my connection is weak, so I'm hoping that you guys can still see me. I did add a little light, so I'm hoping that's better than last time. You know, it would be fun to do for Laura, for your masquerade idea. Wouldn't that be, that is a really cool name, a great idea. Have everybody come barefaced and do a mask. And start from the ground up. Start with the skincare. That would be awesome. That would be fun. So some ladies do come with no makeup on, or they'll call you and say, should I wear makeup, or should I be, not, or, but, the Shine Watts work great to take the makeup off, too, if they want to play. So I think that's all my tips for tonight. If I think of anything else, I'll add them in the comments. And I'm going to put a couple pictures in the comments of the table I set up during my presentation. They have really cool tablecloths that you can go to your back office and purchase now that have unique on them. And they, actually the one I had made, mine's very long and kind of cumbersome. The new ones have, the ones that you can get in your back office have elastic around them, so they fit perfectly around your table. So I always try to make a good presentation, make it pretty and inviting, and just make the party fun. Just make it fun, because women like to have fun, and they're impulsive, and they're impatient, and they like to look beautiful. So that's what we're here for. We're here to make them feel beautiful. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining. I am so proud of you girls. It's such a huge commitment to make, to be on here every day for a month. It's huge, and I know that you are all going to be elite in a very short period of time, and I am so proud of all of you. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all, and if you have any other questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can private message me, and I would love to help you or give you any tips or advice or clear up any questions. So anyway, I love you ladies. I will sign off. I don't want to keep you too late. Sorry I was late getting on, but it's been fun, and I will talk to you later. Bye.